Are you really getting a thorough property evaluation? Hi, I'm Chris Egan, founder of the Egan Realty Group, and I'm sitting here in a New England cottage rushed. One of the most common things I'll hear is, how are you going to value my home because I have such unique features? I have features that no one else has, and it's true. No two homes are alike. The home I'm sitting in, for example, is a historic cottage and has these really unique, cool windows, has beamed ceilings, has wide plank floors in the other room, and a really huge fireplace hearth. So it's true, there are no two homes that are alike. But there are four key factors that are universal that we always consider. Now we're going to consider and go into those 4 points in detail. The first thing we always consider is the public data. What I mean by that is that there are algorithms out there that will spit out an instant property evaluation. The first of those that we consider is the public data, specifically the tax assessed value. Now, you'll object and say, that's not market value, and it's true. It's not. But it is within the financial industry what they would call a lagging indicator of value. Typically, what we will see is when property values are rising, the tax assessed value is less than the real market value. And then the opposite is true. When property values are falling, the tax assessed value is more than the fair market value. So we look at this as a lagging indicator of value. So tax assessed values could be anywhere from 12 to 18 months behind real market value, depending on the zip code and specific neighborhood. But because there are so many other variances that come into play, often these algorithmic values can be off by up to 20% from the real market value. So then we get into the other three factors. The second of these is area. I know, traditional, right? Location, location, location. But sometimes we have a tendency to either overestimate or underestimate the value of location and setting. Now, one of the greatest things that any realtor can do for you is what I call the neighborhood effect or the echo effect. What they are going to do is consider properties in the greater marketplace in that area that will affect your value, and then they adjust that against public data. Part of that as well is considering the setting, the view, what the property backs up to, and the overall environmental condition. Point 3 is to be realistic about your property's current market condition. In other words, in the eyes of the buyer, based on what buyers are looking for, is your property above, at, or below the average condition compared to those other homes which have been selling? So it's very important to be realistic about your current market condition. And a thorough in-house assessment or property assessment is the best way to consider this and really refine it. The fourth point is local market trends. Sometimes you'll hear people say, well, my brother lives in the Highlands, or my brother lives in Germantown, my sister lives in Audubon Park. Everything is just flying off the market in those areas. But that may not be necessarily the case in Shelby County, or in Bullitt County, or in different neighborhoods of South Louisville, or even within specific neighborhoods within the Highlands that are blocks apart. Real estate values or areas are all hyper-local, so it's important to take that into consideration. So when you opt in here, what you'll be receiving is a thorough property evaluation to consider all four of these factors. Once again, the public data or the tax assessed value, the location and the environmental setting, the current market condition, and the overall current hyper-local market trends. So make sure you fill this out thoroughly so we can assist you. Now remember, this is for any serious property owner who wants to maintain value. Whether or not you're looking to sell in the near future, your home is your most important and valuable asset, so it's critical to protect that asset with knowledge. Once you know this information, then we can give you specific suggestions so you are ready to sell at any point in the future if you choose to. But for now, feel free to opt in here. This is a totally free service. We won't bug you. Look forward to providing you the information you're looking for. Thanks.